What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Super Meta Bro J, representing the squad, the clique, the crew of dudes, the main dudes, the Super Meta Bros. We're back at you with another deck profile video here today, and this is what we got featured here: the Adamancipator deck. You gotta check these beauties out. Now, this deck is a pure combo deck. It spams the board. It pushes everything back to the hand. It locks you out. There's plenty of negates. Gotta check this deck out. I know if you guys haven't seen any profiles before, this deck is simply amazing. I've been playtesting the deck since the deck pretty much came out when Secret Slayers first dropped. I've been playing that deck, and just gotta say, it's really hanging with the best of them right here. Alright, before I get into the deck profile, I'm gonna say like video, subscribe to the channel, show the Meta Bros some love, comment down in the comment section if you want to see anything come out of the deck, you want to see anything added to the deck. Feel free to comment on anything, you guys, and I just want to let everybody know, continue to push through. Don't let obstacles get in your way. Don't let life stop you from doing what you really want to do. Don't let COVID-19 stop you. Once this passes, we're all going to be back to doing what we're doing. But even right now, even through the virus, we're still doing what we love to do. We're still doing what we gotta do. So make the best out of life right now. Don't let anything stop you. With that being said, let's get into this amazing deck profile. Alright, YouTube. So we're just gonna start off with the 3 Adamancipator Researcher. Now, all the Adamancipator monsters, the 3 monsters that you throw in the deck, they all pretty much have the same effect, where if you meet the requirement, you can special summon it from their hand. And once per turn, you can reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you excavate a level 4 or lower non-tuner rock monster, you can special summon it. And also the remaining 4 cards, you can put them in any order to the bottom of your deck. So Researcher, her requirement is if you control a rock monster except Researcher, you can special summon this card from your hand. So to level 2 tuner, and then you'll go into the 3 Seekers. Now these guys, their requirement is if you control an Adamancipator monster except Adamancipator Seeker, you can special summon this card from your hand. So obviously, if you have both, you could pull off pretty good combos. You can see where that's going. And then also you run the 2 Adamancipator Analyzer. Now I know this might come to a shock to some of you, but I feel like 2 is the proper number for this. It's very situational. Obviously, her requirement is if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So a lot of the times I play decks where they just set a lot of back row and pass on their first turn. They really don't set no monsters. So if that's the case, and this card's just good for a normal summon, which I mean is pretty bad, you know. If you want to normal summon something, you want to get more for it, and you know, it is what it is. So I cut it down from 3 to 2, and I feel like 2's proper. I feel like this is the proper ratio as far as the Adamancipator monsters themselves. I also run one more Adamancipator monster, and that's a Crystal Dragite. Now it's level 4, it's not a tuner, but if it's special summoned by the effect of an Adamancipator card, you draw 1 card. So if you use any of these effects and you end up drawing him and you special summon him, then you just draw 1. And then he also has an effect that it rarely comes up, but if you can target 1 water secret monster you control or in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, place this card on top of the deck. So I mean, it's just kind of a recycler. Maybe you know you're going to activate one of these effects next turn, so you could use this, draw another card. You know, it comes up once in a while. But those are the Adamancipator monsters. That's the ratio that I run. Next monster I run, obviously the boss of the deck, Block Dragon. Now a lot of people are saying that this card's going to get banned here, but I doubt it. It's going to have its time to shine, and its time is now. Block Dragon. It can't be normal summon set. You got a special summon from your hand or graveyard. That's most important. By banishing 3 earth monsters from your hand and or graveyard. And obviously with a deck full of earth monsters, it's practically nothing. It's free. And then not only that, when this card leaves the field, when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add up to 3 rock monsters from your deck to your hand, whose total levels equal 8. If you notice from some of the Adamancipator monsters, we got level 4s and level 2s. Usually you go into 1 and 1 plus another level 4, and combos are just endless. 2 Block Dragon. I think 3's a little bit too much, a little bit too cloggy, but he's also good to pitch from your hand, pitch fodder, and then you always can special summon him from the graveyard. keep that in mind. Block Dragon, the boss. Then next card, now I go with the little Gogogo package, a little Dododo, Zubaba, all with all those other names.
What? There is no Smitty Corbin Jiggerman Jensen.
Sure there is. He's buried out in Floater Cemetery.
How did I just did it? I would.
So I go with the two Gigas, the 2 glove, the 1 coat, the 1 giant, and the 1 Adamancipator. Now this Adamancipator, he counts pretty much as any other. He counts as a Zubababancho Gagagacoat, Gogogo, and Dododo card. So obviously the combos are good with him. Normal summon to get one of these, but usually the combo goes, you always want to dump one of these guys, get it to the graveyard first, and then you normal summon the glove. You normal summon the glove, you save your normal summon for him, because then he could activate his effect to special summons a Zubababancho Gagagacoat monster from your hand. So most of the time you're going to go into him or to him. You go to that, and then if Gigas is in your graveyard, you could also special summon him from the graveyard. His effect is while this card is in your graveyard, if you special summon a Gogogo monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard and face up defense position. That's pretty nice. The only thing is you cannot conduct the battle phase the turn you activate this effect, but most of the time if you're going first, it really doesn't even matter anyway. It's just a free summon, a free level 4s. 2 of those, and then like I said, the 2 gloves. The 2 gloves. His effect during the main phase, you can special summon 1 Zubaba or Gagaga monster from your hand. That's pretty much the main effect you really use from this. The other effect is if you control Gogogo or Dododo monster except Dodododwarf Gogogoglove, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. That's also a good effect. It gets him another level 4 body if you need him. All you gotta do is control one of those monsters. And then the coat, he's just a name pretty much you special summon off of him. And then the Giant's the normal summon. His effect is when this card's normal summon, you can target 1 Gogogo monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in defense position, then change this card to defense position. His effect is when this card is normal summon, you can target 1 Gogogo monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in defense position, then change this card to defense position. Like I said, free level 4 earth rock bodies on the field. And then the 1 Adamancipator. I'll get to the combo with all these though in a little bit. It has to do with the spell card that's in the deck too. So, but I run this little package here, little 7-card package. Okay, next card's going to Tenyi Spirit, Adhara. So he's just a free body on board, pretty much. If you're going second, you have this card in your hand, you just special summon him to the field if you control no effect monsters. These always will be your first special summon. You get a tuner up on board, level 1 tuner, it's always good. Free body. Next card, I'm going with the 3, Meiru Guardian. Now this card is pretty nutty. During your end phase, destroy this card unless you send 1 Iron Core of Meiru from your hand or graveyard. So you're pretty much not going to use that, but it says, or reveal 1 rock monster in your hand. So that's pretty standard right there. When a monster effect is activated, quick effect, you contribute this card and negate the activation. If you do, destroy that monster. So in this build, on this deck, you always want to end on one of these and have a rock monster in your hand just so he stays on the field, and then he's just a negate, pseudo negate, just pitch yourself, negate it, it's done. Good card. And a 1900 attack beater. If you're poking for game, good choice. And then this card is a new card from the Return of the Duelist set. I just pulled one of them. I'm actually waiting for my second copy in the mail right now, but gotta play it in the deck. Running the 2 Meiru Supplier. I apologize for the proxy, but like I said, I'm waiting for it in the mail. But this card is nutty in this deck. Love this card. Glad it came out. Effect reads, if a face-up rock monster you control is sent to the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. Pretty nice, free level 4. If this card is special summon, you can add from your deck to your hand 1 Iron Core of Meiru or 1 card that specifically lists Iron Core of Meiru in its text, except Meiru Supplier. So, a searcher. He's a 1400 attack beater with a 1600 booty, level 4 earth rock. he could get special summoned by one of the Adamancipator effects. He works perfectly in the deck, so you gotta run him at 2. Next monster, 2 Doki Doki. I actually get happy when I see this card when I'm playing and I see him, because most of the time you got some level 8 synchros you want to go into, and you usually have a level 2 tuner and you have another level 4 on board, so you need another level 2 non-tuner, and Doki Doki is the one. And he also has a good effect too, if you don't know. You can discard 1 rock monster special summon from your deck, 1 rock monster that has the same original attribute and level as that monster in face-up attack or face-down defense. Only activate it once per turn, but Doki Doki comes in clutch when you need him. Also run the 2 Tackle Crusader. He's just a little interruption. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate one of these effects. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that target to face-down defense. You could get one of them pesky beaters over that has low defense and just beat over them. Or target 1 face-up spell trap card your opponent controls, return that target to the hands. Gets rid of Floodgate. If you need to sound off and you need to start popping off and making your plays, this is just a little interrupter. Gets that Floodgate out and gets you going. So run them at 2. Run the 1 Gigantes, just a free body on board. All you gotta do, cannot be normal summon set, must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 earth monster from your graveyards. You're gonna have plenty of earth monsters in your graveyard, easy special summon. And he's usually one of the ones you go into when you go for Block Dragon, and he gets to the graveyard, Block Dragon's effect to search, you always go into one of him. He's just free body on board. Also, run the 1 Mecha Phantom Beast, O-Lion, and the 1 Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. Now, obviously with the big boy combo, you're gonna go into this to get the token, and you're gonna go to this when he attaches to one of the big guys and locks you out from your extra deck. But I'm sure by now you guys know what these guys do, so I'm not gonna go over that too much. That's pretty much it for the monster lineup. It's a heavy monster lineup. That's how this deck is though. You need those monsters, you need to spam them out on board. 31 cards total, monsters. You just got to keep drawing out of the effects, keep drawing monsters, keep special summoning. The last 10 cards are my spells, no traps. I'm running the 2 Onomatopoeia. This spell card here is the MVP. It's a continuous spell card. When this card is activated, you can add 1 Automot card from your deck to your hand, except Onomatopickup. You want to go for the other spell Automot card that I'm running in the deck, which I'll be showing next. But then also, you can target 1 Zubababancho Gagagacoat or Dododo monster you control. All monsters you currently control become that monster's level until the end of the turn, even if this card leaves the field. So all the Gogogo, Zubababancho, and Gagaga monsters that I have in the deck are all level 4s. So this card right here, as long as you control 1 of those, a couple of your Adamancipators are level 2 tuners. You could get them up to level 4, and it just makes everything else broken. It makes the combos even more broken than what they are. I run 2 of those. 3 is a little bit cloggy, but I actually really want to play this at 3. I'm considering it again, but 2's been working out perfect for me. I see it when I need to see it. It's a really good card. Next card I'm playing are the 3 Onomatopaira. Now, I was opting to take one of these out and add the Onomatopickup, but this card right here is, I mean, you need it. It's essential to start off the combo in the deck. You activate 1 Onomatopaira per turn. Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, add up to 2 of these monsters from your deck to your hand. You cannot add 2 from the same category. So Zubababancho Gagagacoat, Dododo. There's 7 targets. There's really like 5 targets, but there's multiples, and you just get 2 level 4s. You normal summon, you special summon, and you got a rank 4 already. This card right here just sets you up for greatness. It sets you up for the victory right here. Onomatopaira, you gotta run it at 3. Next card, run the 3 Adamancipator Signs. Just an extender in the deck. Target 1 rock monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position. It's like free, like a Monster Reborn. Then, if you special summon an Adamancipator monster by the effect, you can take 1 level 4 lower rock monster from your deck and place it on top of your deck. This goes hand in hand perfectly with your level 2 tuner Adamancipators. You activate their effect, you start linking off, you start XYZ, you start synchro. You get them to the grave, you activate this card, special summon 1 of them back, then you can stack the deck, so you already know what's going to happen. If you have another Adamancipator card, or you have your synchro Dragite and he comes out, you already know you're going to get at least 1. This card right here is good, very good for the deck, so you got to run it at 3. Run the 1, Monster Reborn, Extender, just keep it going, keep the combos going. And last card, Foolish Burial. You want to get those Gogogo monsters to the graveyard immediately. You pull one of them, you send one to the grave, and most of the time you got that combo going, the level 4 Foolish Burial, and it even gets Block Dragon to the graveyard if you need them there too. If you're just trying to thin out your deck, get Block Dragon to the grave, just Foolish Burial and get them out. Good card. And that's it for the main deck. I'm gonna go into the extra deck, starting off with my main man, my rank 4s. First one, Gallant Granite. This card is good, perfect for the deck. A rank 4 rock monster, 2 level 4 monsters. You can detach 1 material from this card, then activate one of these effects. Add 1 rock monster from your deck to your hand, or special summon 1 rock monster from your hand in face down defense position. So most of the time you're going to go into the first effect, you're going to add 1 rock monster from your deck to your hand. If you don't open up with the Researcher, this is a perfect time. Once you got him in the field, pitch a material, get Researcher to your hand, then you could just go off Special Summoner and keep going with your combo. Right here, Granite, perfect at 1. My second level 4, rank 4, Abyss Dweller. When you get the combo, when you get your full board, you end on him. As soon as your opponent draws, you activate his effect, send 1 material to the grave, and your opponent cannot activate cards from the graveyard. This card's clutch if you know you're going up against a deck that uses the graveyard a lot, effects from the grave. I know there's a lot of decks out there to name, but when the situation arises, this card, it really hurts. But most of the time, honestly, when I play it, I really don't use it too much because, like I said, the locals, the people that I play with, they really don't use decks like that. You know, Abyss Dweller, he's in there just in case. And now going into the synchros, I'm going to start off with Big Daddy, Boss Man, Borolo Savage Dragon. Now, if you guys don't know what this card does right here, if this card is Synchro Summon, you can equip 1 Link monster from your graveyard to this card. And if you do, place Boro counters on this card equal to the Link monster's Link rating. So most of the time you're going to go into Needle Fiber. His new name is Koa'Ki Fibrax. You're going to go into him, and you're going to go into Link Cross, and then you're going to have Koa'Ki Fibrax already in the grave. So then you're going to special summon Borolo Savage, equip them with Koa'Ki Fibrax, and you're going to have 2 counters on him, 2 negates, once per turn. So Borolo Savage Dragon, he's a 3k beater, need I see more. He's easy to summon in the deck, and why not? Borolo Savage at 1. Synchro number 2, Adamancipator Risen Dragite. Now this card is the nuts. I feel like this card right here is highly underrated in the deck. This card is pretty much the win condition. If your opponent cannot stop the summon of this card, or can't stop his effect from going off, then it's almost GG. You pretty much just extend the handshake, and it's game. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can return cards that your opponent controls to the hand up to the number of excavated rock monsters. They don't have to be specifically non-tuner rock monsters, just any rock monsters that you pull up to 5 cards, you can bounce back from your opponent's field. That could be game right there. Most of the time, I mean, even if your opponent has a full back row and no monsters on the field, and if you get lucky enough to pull 5 rock monsters, you bounce all 5 of them back row back to the hand, and then you just beat for game. It's over pretty much at that point. Adamancipator Risen Dragite, definitely at 1. Next synchro, Martial Metal Marcher. Obviously, part of the combo. You need him at 1. He special summons another tuner from the grave. Once he's special summoned, just another extender pretty much. And then you end on Herald of Arclight at 1. He's just a negate. Any monster sent from the hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead. That's a main effect that people got to remember, because a lot of the times people need to pitch cards. They got to be sent to the graveyard in order for effects to activate. If you can't even get them to the graveyard, they're banished instead. Effects ain't going. So Herald of Arclight, he's a mini floodgate. Plus, his secondary effect, during either player's turn, when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated, you contribute this card and negate the activation. And if you do, destroy that card. Amazing. Amazing negate. You just put up negates with this deck. And here's one of them, Herald of Arclight at 1. Okay, now going into the Link monsters. Obviously, the Koa'Ki Fibrax, aka Needle Fiber, aka maybe soon to be limited. And this card is nutty. Everybody's running it in their decks, especially the competitive decks. But Koa'Ki Fibrax, 2 monsters including a tuner, 1 tuner and another monster, just 2 monsters, that's it. If this card is Link Summon, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower tuner from your hand or deck into defense position, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. Obviously, you're going to go into the O-Lion, and then you're going to send the O-line in the grave. You're going to get that extra token. It's just extending. That's all it is. So Koa'Ki Fibrax at 1. The Link Cross, part of the combo. Get rid of the Koa'Ki once you use and abuse Koa'Ki Fibrax. You link him off for Link Cross. You get 2 free tokens. Easy as Sunday morning. You got the 1 Union Carrier. It's a part of the combo as well. Once you got Borreload Savage Dragon to the field, or if you get Boral Sword Dragon to the field, they're dark dragons. You get Union Carrier, you target them. You get the Buster Dragon equipped, Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. You get him equipped from the deck to that monster, and it shuts your opponent from using the extra deck. That's part of the combo. So Union Carrier at 1. The only bad part about Union Carrier is he can't be linked off the turn he's linked. He's kind of dead where he's at once you get him out. Go for the 1 Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, this beauty right here, runner at 1. If you know your opponent's running a deck that has a lot of monster effects and they're popping off, could easily get her out turn 1 if you really need to. Like I said, the deck spams monsters out left and right. Easy to get 4 monsters out, easy to link up, easy to get Appaloosa to the field just in case you need to stop your opponent. So Appaloosa at 1. The 1 IP, you want to do some form of interruption, you get IP to the field, then you know what she does. She links off on your opponent's main phase. Most of the time you're going to go into the Nightmare Unicorn and bounce something back. But yeah, IP at 1. Can't wait for that secret reprint in the 10s. The 1 Boral Sword Dragon, when you're going to go for game, and he could attack twice, you just got to change monster defense. When you're going for the OTK, this is your man right here, Boral Sword. Gets it done. Then run the little small Nightmare package, Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Unicorn. Like I said previously, the Unicorn's used for the IP combo. That's just interruption on your opponent's turn. You get Unicorn out to the field, bounce something back, shuts your opponent down. And then Nightmare Cerberus, if you gotta just get rid of some special summon monsters, link him out, destroy him. It's a target destroy. Some of the time, or most of the time, you could actually get that pesky monster out of there. But just in case you need a Link 2 on board, you go into Cerberus, not too bad. It gets Block Dragon out of the field, gets him to the grave, and gets his effect activated just in case you need to go into that. 1 and 1, little nightmares. And then last but not least, the 1 Link Spider, just in case you get hit and you have a token on board, you got to get that token out of there. You just go into Link Spider, change it to an effect monster, Link Spider at 1. So that's it for the main and the extra deck. Now the side deck, it's pretty much player's choice depending on what your local is, depending on who you're playing with at home or while you're in quarantine right now. That kind of really depends on you. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see a side deck for this deck. I could post it up in the comments myself, or I could post it in the description what I write, but it's me personally playing against the people that I know. My side deck is a little bit different than everyone else's, and maybe that you're playing around and stuff, but it's completely up to you. And then let this deck just be a guide to the deck you want to build. I mean, this deck has been consistent for me, it's been working great for me, but it's just a template for you guys to go off of. You guys choose what you guys want in your deck. Let us know how the deck was. Let us know if you want to see anything different. It's your boy Super Meta Bro Jay. I'm signing out, but before I go, I just want to say thank you guys for all the love and support that the Super Meta Bros have been receiving lately from the whole TCG Yu-Gi-Oh community. It's a real blessing being a part of this, and I'm glad to see that everyone's taking into us. We're here to show the love back, you guys. Keep your eye out for new content from the Super Meta Bros. 1 time, 2 time, 3 times. I'm out. Peace. This has been Super Meta approved.